Alright guys, welcome back. This is segment number 6. If you have been following, if you have not been following, you guys can check out my channel on YouTube. It's the River Suck Out. And here I pick up 9-10 of hearts. We have a limper already for 2,000. I will call. This guy's all in, so there's a chance to knock him out. But I have a lot of possibilities with my hand. So I pretty much missed the flop. I can get a queen for a gut shot. And there is a side pot in this hand, but he's already bet. Now, I'm just going to fold it. There's no reason to even bet this hand unless you have something, because there's a side pot and this guy's in for most of it. So I'll just let you guys see what happened in that hand. Yeah, I missed everything, but chances are these guys both have a good part of it. They're not going to put their money in when there's a side pot with nothing. So he probably just hit his flush. He's calling the whole way, and then he goes all in. Probably just hit his flush, but maybe he did his flush. Another player down. We're down to 22 players now, so 4-7 offsuit, going to be fold. As I also wanted to bring up a point on that last hand. You know, when I had, not on the last hand, but on the previous video, I had King 6 diamonds on my very last hand, and I made the flush on the river. And the guy made a really good check behind me, because I checked it to him, you know, thinking that he's gonna bet, and he actually improved his hand. He made 2 pair in the river, so he made a very good check, and I think I made a good check to him, because most of the time in that case, when somebody hits 2 pair like that, they're gonna think they just made their good card, especially when I checked and showed weakness to him. You know, we're heads up. We're 2 random cards, or 2 random players, both in the blinds. So I'm gonna note on him, good player. You know, because that's what I believe. He made a very good check, so I make a note. I know that. Okay, we're in the big blind. 8 jack offsuit. Blinds are still at 1 in 2,000 with a 200 ante. And 20 players left. Okay, so he makes a min raise, and this is that guy that I have notes on that are, you know, he's an idiot. He only min raises, so it's either you can either fold or call here. It doesn't really matter. If this guy calls, then I'll probably call, but if he folds, I'll probably fold too. I don't want to get involved with a guy who is unpredictable, and his chip stack is growing because of his, he is very unpredictable, but he often has bad cards when he puts his money in. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to wait for a better set of cards to trap him, and I will trick him into putting all his money in the pot. So it'll happen. He's going to come after the blinds quite a bit, and people are going to play back just like that. So I'm going to fold it. We'll let you guys watch this one, because I want to see what this guy's cards are and what he does. I doubt he calls that, because that's a pretty big bet. So, yeah, he folds. Okay, pocket deuces on the button. Really have to wait till everybody else acts before I can find out what I'm going to do, because I could come in for a little blind raise if nobody had called. But he does call, or there's a limper. And now it's made 11,000 from the idiot. So I'm going to fold it. People are going to catch on that he's donking off his chips. And, I just have 1 pair of deuces, but like I said, waiting for a good spot to catch this guy. I'm not worried about it, because I have a decent chip stack. So does he, but, better players will win. And again, he raises it again to 9,000, takes it down. So he's making a lot of aggressive plays pre-flop, but he does have the chip stack to do so, and it's good play to do that. When you have a good chip stack, it's a good play to raise quite a bit and take them blinds down, because it is pretty valuable, 7,500 out there. And you have to have some chips to lose in order to do that. I'm pretty sure he's the chip leader. I'm going to go check that real quick. View the lobby. I'm quite sure he is. No, somebody else has more chips than him. Somebody has 210,000. So my little chip stack of 32,000, I'm actually below average right now. The average chip stack is 46,000. But a key part of poker is to never, let that get to you. You can't feel afraid because your you're short stacked. But you know, I don't feel it yet. If I lose a few more hands, I probably start getting a little more aggressive. Here's a spot where I probably will raise. I have ace 4. It's a suited connector. It's an ace, and the guy in the big blind has about 10,000 left. I can't raise it now. He's already made it 13,000. 13,000 from early position. He's just going nuts over there. I could go all in and see what happened and just try my luck, but I really want to win this tournament, so I'm not going to do the crazy thing. Like I said, I've been waiting for a hand to catch this guy, and ace 4 is just not it. Ace king, I go all in for sure, but not ace 4. Because chances are he's probably got something like ace 6, just random crappy. So 4-6 fold. And so I would have flopped 2 pair with 4-6, but made it 8,000. I'm going to show you guys his hand. So there's a pretty big pot, 76,000, and I would have flopped 2 pair. But I would have had to call 8,000 to get there. And this guy would have sucked out on me and beat me horribly. So shows you, that's why you don't want to get involved with a guy who's unpredictable, because he just called 8,000 with king 4 offsuit, hit a pair of 4s, and then ended up knocking this guy out who was a solid player. And this guy's just an idiot, man. It's just sometimes it happens to you in poker, and this guy's probably throwing something against the wall right now because he's angry, but it happens. You see, and I'm going to be in the big blind next hand, and this guy here is probably going to come in for a raise because he's going to be in perfect position to try and steal my big blind. But what I want to notice or tell you guys is that I have 30,000, and if he comes in for a raise, he's going to call my all in no matter what. So I better be sure that I have a good hand, that I want him to call my all in, because he's going to call my all in if he does raise me. He's throwing his chips around like it's just nothing, like 25,000 here. That's just to put him all in, but if he does come after my blinds, he will call my all in, so I better be prepared to have an all in call. And I'll show you guys this hand as well. King 10, I guess he does have the best hand here, but he's still throwing around his chips quite loosely. Just king high, putting in 25,000, and he's going to win the pot, so he's knocking people out. I mean, I'm not complaining, knocking people out, but I still got to take them chips from him eventually. So here's my point, 4-5 offsuit. If he comes in for a raise, well, he might not anymore because this guy's limped in, but he might still. I would not ever go all in with this hand just to try and make a play in this situation, because I know that he's going to call no matter what if he does raise, which he does. Like I said, he bet basically half of what I have, so there's no way he would fold to my bet. It'd be interesting to see what this guy does. Yeah, he's just taking down all kinds of pots. Picked up 100,000 in past 10 minutes, so. Another hand that I'll probably just fold out of. Yeah, I'm going to fold out of that one. I'm kind of waiting for a spot to double up now because I am getting low. I'm in 10th place out of 17. This guy goes all in. There's people that are more desperate than me, like this guy here, but I do need to make a play soon, but I'm still being patient enough. Still wait for a good ace, a good solid ace, ace jack, ace queen, or a good pair. Just wait for more solid cards. And as time goes on, I don't have to be as patient. If I get down to like 20,000 and I pick up like a king 10 suited like he just had, I probably would just go all in with it, because there's 7,000 out there in the blinds, And I could even go for a raise right here, because I am in well, that's what he's doing now, but I was going to, but even with 10-3 I was going to, because it's 7,000 out there. It's a decent stack. Well, I'm glad I didn't, because he called the all in. Pocket 4s, pocket kings. Well, I would have beat him. Wouldn't have beat him. All right. Okay, so we're back here with ace 4 suited. The same exact hand that I had a minute ago. Almost the same exact position, too. And it's the same raise. It seems almost so familiar. This guy has been playing so many hands. And I said last time that I wasn't going to get involved with him. But I am getting short stacked. There's the big blinds are 3,000, and they're going up in 2 minutes to 4,000. So that means I'll only have about 6 big blinds. So I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to wait a little bit to make them think that I have a big decision. I know he's going to call me. That's the problem. But I've been watching him raise with, king 10, queen jack, hands like that. Those are hands that I can beat right now. And he has a lot of chips, so he's throwing them around loosely. So I'm going to take a chance. 25,000. He's going to call for sure. But I need to double up. I need to get some chips to play so I have a chance to win this final table. And we will see. So I have him beat. No deuce. Give me a diamond. Hey, a straight will work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I double up. So my play worked out there. You know, like I said, I have to get some chips to get into the final table to be competitive with these guys. You know, I'm going to lose all my chips if I sit there and let the blinds eat me alive. So I had to make a play. I made a read on this guy, and I went with it. And this guy is just getting so lucky. He just knocked out this player up here, and he just knocked out this guy. They both had pocket jacks when they got knocked out, and he called with some crap hand both times and knocked them both out. So I really can't wait to try and take some of this guy's money. Here I have a solid hand, king, queen suited, but I have the worst position, although we're six-handed. 12,000 is the raise. That's a pretty big raise from the guy that I have a note on as a good player. So I'm going to make a smart play, and I'm going to fold this hand. It's a very tough hand to fold, but, you know, remember that note that I made on this guy saying he's a good player? You know, and that's an early position, big raise. So I just have king high. I could call. I mean, I have possibilities, but I'm still drawing. I don't have a good solid hand, and he has position on me. So there's all kinds of reasons to fold this hand. That's what I'm going to do. Tough fold, but sometimes you have to do it. Okay, so 8-7 offsuit in the big blind. This guy's probably going to come after my blinds again because that's what he does. This is a hand that I can't make a play with because, like I said, he's going to call. Well, never mind. That changes things. He just goes all in for 44,000, so we're folding that one. 2-9 offsuit in the small blind. We're just going to fold it. Okay, so we're on a 5-minute break again. I just wanted to point another thing out that, you know, we have 46,000. And the average chip stack is, we're probably below average. Yeah, 50,000. We're below average, but one thing to note is that this guy has, you know, most of the chips, and there's another guy in the tournament at a different table that has around 200,000 himself. So the average chip stack is, you know, these guys. Look at the table. Look at my table. I got 27,000, 16, 29. They're all, you know, somewhat below me or around me. So the people that are holding all the chips, they're the ones making the average into what it is. So we're gonna let this break go, and then when I get back, we'll probably play a couple more hands and then make it into the next segment. So, all right, guys. So we're back from break, and I just wanted to show you guys we're down to 14 players, and I'm in 7th place. So doing quite well. There was like 172 players in this tournament. So, okay. So last hand, I just watched this guy here raise it up to 16,000 with Queen 7 offsuit. This guy went all in and called, and he won with Queen Jack. But my point is, he raised it up with Queen 7 because he just tries to steal the blinds almost every time. And I'm going to be in a big blind next hand. So again, I want to point that out, that I need to be aware that he may not fold to my all-in. He's an idiot, you know. So I can't make a play on him unless I have good hands. So Jack 3 is not going to cut it. I wouldn't be making a play at him with Jack 3. So free blinds, whoever wants them, come after him. And this is also going to probably be the end of this video. This is segment 6. We're going to go into segment 7 after this hand. I might get to see it for just the blind, and I do. So I have a pair of 3s. Not horrible, but you know, I doubt I'm going to see any more cards for free, so I can't bet my pair of 3s here. So it's checked all the way around to him. And he goes just for 210,000. I fold. And guys, I will see you in segment 7 if you are continuing. And guys, again, if you're watching this far into it, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I will see you in segment number 7.